Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Thanos. Thanos is a fictional supervillain appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. The character is usually depicted as a Titanian mutant eternal superbeing. The character first appeared in Iron Man 5 and was created by writer Mike Friedrich and writer-artist Jim Starlin. Debuting in the Bronze Age of comic books, the character has been featured in more than 4 decades of Marvel continuity and a self-titled series. Thanos appears in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's various films, including The Avengers, portrayed by Damian Poitier, and Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Avengers: Infinity War, and its untitled sequel, portrayed by Josh Brolin. The character has appeared in other Marvel-endorsed products, including animated television series, arcade, and video games. Origin. Writer-artist Jim Starlin originally conceived of Thanos of Titan during college psychology classes. As Starlin described, Starlin has admitted the character is influenced by Jack Kirby's Darkseid. Publication history. Thanos' first appearance was in Iron Man 5, featuring a story by Jim Starlin that was scripted by Mike Friedrich. The storyline from that issue continued through Captain Marvel 5-33, Marvel Feature 2, Daredevil 07, and Avengers 25. He returned in an extended storyline that spanned Strange Tales 78,181, Warlock 11, Marvel Team-Up 5, and the 1977 annuals for Avengers and Marvel 2-in-1. He was also featured in a short backup story in Logan's Run, and had a small role in the Death of Captain Marvel graphic novel. The character was revived in Silver Surfer Volume 3-4 and guest-starred until issue 0, while simultaneously appearing in the Thanos Quest -2 and Infinity Gauntlet 6. After an appearance in Spider-Man 7, Thanos had a recurring role in Warlock and the Infinity Watch 42. This was followed by crossover appearances in Infinity War 6, Infinity Crusade -6, Silver Surfer Volume 3, 688, Warlock Chronicles Chapter 8, Thor 68-471, Namor the Submariner 4, Secret Defenders 114, Cosmic Powers -6, and Cosmic Powers Unlimited. Thanos appeared in a connected storyline in Ka-Zar Volume 2-11, Ka-Zar Annual, and the X-Man and Hulk Annual, before featuring in Thor Volume 2-1-25, and the 2000 Annual. The character was next used in Captain Marvel Volume 4-7-19, Avengers: Celestial Quest 8, and the Infinity Abyss 6. In 2004, Thanos received an eponymous title that ran for 12 issues. In 2006, the character played an important role in Annihilation, Silver Surfer 4 and Annihilation 6. The character was reintroduced in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2-4-25, and played a major role in the Thanos Imperative, Ignition and the Thanos Imperative 6. The character returned in Avengers Assemble, a mini-series titled Thanos, Son of Titan, by Joe Keating was planned for publication in August 2012, but was cancelled. The character's origin was expanded in the 5-issue Thanos Rising mini-series by Jason Aaron and Simone Bianchi, which was published monthly beginning in April 2013. Later that same year, Thanos played a central role in the Infinity miniseries written by Jonathan Hickman and drawn by Jim Chung, Jerome Opener, and Dustin Weaver. In May 2014, Jim Starlin and Ron Lim worked together on the one-shot Thanos Annual, which is a prelude to a new trilogy of original graphic novels. The first, Thanos, The Infinity Revelation, was released the following August. Beginning in February 2015, Starlin also penned a 4-issue miniseries titled Thanos vs. Hulk, which was set prior to the graphic novels. The second installment in the trilogy, Thanos, The Infinity Relativity, was released in June 2015. The third graphic novel, Thanos, The Infinity Finale, as well as the connected miniseries The Infinity Entity are announced for spring 2016. At the same time Starlin was writing these graphic novels and tie-ins, the character also appeared in New Avengers 324, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3820. Legendary Star-Lord, a 6-issue miniseries titled Thanos, A God Up There Listening, Avengers Volume 5041, and Deadpool Volume 35. Thanos also played a major role in the 5-issue miniseries The Infinity Gauntlet Volume 2, a tie-in of the crossover Secret Wars. Fictional character biography. Thanos was born on Saturn's moon Titan, and is the child of Eternal's mentor and Sui-san. Thanos carries the Deviant's gene, and as such shares the physical appearance of the Eternal's cousin race. At birth, his mother attempted to kill him. During his school years, Thanos was a pacifist, and would only play with his brother Eros and pets. By adolescence, Thanos had become fascinated with nihilism and death, worshipping and eventually falling in love with the physical embodiment of death, Mistress Death. As an adult, Thanos augments his physical strength and powers mystically and artificially. He also attempts to create a new life for himself by starting a family. He is visited again by Mistress Death, for whom he murders his family. Cosmic Cube and Infinity Gems. Wishing to impress Mistress Death, Thanos gathers an army of villainous aliens and begins a nuclear bombardment of Titan that kills millions of his race. Seeking universal power in the form of the Cosmic Cube, Thanos travels to Earth. Prior to landing, his vessel destroys a nearby car as a family witnesses his arrival. Unbeknownst to Thanos, 2 of the family members in the vehicle survive. The father's spirit is preserved by the Titanian cosmic entity Kronos, and is given a new form as Drax the Destroyer, while the daughter is found by Thanos' father, mentor, and is raised to become the heroine Moondragon. Thanos eventually locates the cube, and also attracts the attention of Mistress Death, willing the cube to make him omnipotent. Thanos then discards the cube. He imprisons Kronos and taunts Kree hero Captain Marvel, who, with the aid of superhero team the Avengers and Isaac, is eventually able to defeat Thanos by destroying the cube. Thanos later comes to the aid of Adam Warlock in a war against the Magus and his religious empire. During this alliance, Thanos cultivates a plan to reunite with Mistress Death, and secretly siphons off the energies of Warlock's soul gem, and combines these with the power of the other Infinity Gems to create a weapon capable of destroying a star. Warlock summons the Avengers and Captain Marvel to stop Thanos, although the plan is foiled when Thanos kills Warlock. The Titan regroups and captures the heroes, who are freed by Spider-Man and the Thing. Thanos is finally stopped by Warlock, whose spirit emerges from the soul gem and turns the Titan to stone. Thanos' spirit eventually reappears to accompany a dying Captain Marvel's soul into the realm of death. The Infinity Saga. Thanos is eventually resurrected, and collects the Infinity Gems once again. He uses the gems to create the Infinity Gauntlet, making himself omnipotent, and erases half the living things in the universe to prove his love to death. This act, and several other acts, are soon undone by Adam Warlock. Warlock reveals that Thanos has always allowed himself to be defeated, because the Titan secretly knows he is not worthy of ultimate power. Thanos joins Warlock as a part of the Infinity Watch and helps him to defeat first his evil, and then good personas, and cure Thor of warrior madness. The events above have been dubbed the Infinity Saga. Other adventures. Thanos later recruits a team of Earthbound supervillains, and puts them under the field leadership of Giotto in a mission to capture an ancient robot containing the obscure knowledge of a universal library, and extract its data. Thanos uses information from the robot to plot against and battle Tyrant, the first creation of Galactus turned destroyer. When trapped in an alternate dimension, Thanos employs the aid of the brother of Kar-El, Carnival Plunder, and later the Hulk to escape. Although both attempts are unsuccessful, Thanos is eventually freed and comes into conflict with Thor, aligning himself with Mangog in a scheme to obtain powerful mystical and cosmic talismans which will allow him to destroy all life in the universe, and during their battles Thanos decimates the planet Rigel 3. Thanos then uses the heroes Thor and Genie's Bell against the Death God Walker, who attempts to woo Mistress Death and then destroy the entity after being rejected. Thanos then devises a plan to become the All-Father of a new pantheon of gods created by himself. Thanos, however, finds himself opposed by the Avengers' former member Mantis and her son Kui, who apparently is destined to be the Celestial Messiah. Thanos abandons this plan after having to unite with Mistress Death to destroy the Rot, a cosmic aberration in deep space caused by Thanos' incessant love for death. Thanos also once conducted extensive research on genetics, and after studying many of the universe's heroes and villains cloned them, and gene-spliced his own DNA into the subjects. Although he later abandons the project, 5 clones survive, being versions of Professor X, Iron Man, Gladiator, Doctor Strange, and Galactus respectively. A 6th and unnamed version of Thanos also appears, and it is revealed the incarnations of Thanos encountered in the past by Thor and Kar-El were actually clones. The true Thanos, with the aid of Adam Warlock, Gamora, Pip the Troll, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and Doctor Strange, destroys the remaining clones when the ancient Egyptian pharaoh Akhenaten uses a source of cosmic power, the heart of the universe, to seize power in present-day Earth. Thanos uses a time travel stratagem to defeat him. Thanos then uses the heart of the universe to reverse Akhenaten's actions and was also compelled to correct a flaw in the universe. Changed by the experience, Thanos advises confidant Adam Warlock he will no longer seek universal conquest. However, Marvel's executive editor Tom Brevoort has stated on his Tumblr blog that this story is not in any way a part of official Marvel continuity. Thanos decides to atone for the destruction of Rigel 3, and agrees to aid a colony of Rigelians in evacuating their planet before Galactus can consume it. During the course of this mission, Thanos learns Galactus is collecting the Infinity Gems in an effort to end his unyielding hunger. Thanos later learns Galactus is being manipulated into releasing a multiversal threat called Hunger, which feeds on entire universes. Despite opposition from Thanos, Galactus unwittingly frees the entity, and when its intentions are revealed, the pair team up and attempt to destroy it. En route to the KYLN, an intergalactic prison, Thanos meets Death, who, for the first time, speaks to the Titan. Death claims to be worth wooing, but says Thanos must offer something other than death. At the KYLN, Thanos encounters Peter Quill, also known as Star-Lord, and the Shia warrior Gladiator, who are both prisoners, and the Beyonder, who has been rendered amnesiac by its choice to assume a humanoid female form. Thanos battles the Beyonder, causing its mind to shut down, and leaving its power trapped within a comatose physical form. Thanos then instructs the KYLN officers to keep the Beyonder on life support indefinitely in order to prevent the entity from being reborn. Thanos departs the KYLN in the company of Skreet, a Chaos Mite freed from the prison. Thanos then meets the Fallen, revealed to be the true first Herald of Galactus. Thanos defeats the former Herald, and places him under complete mental control. He later appears in Wisconsin attempting to charge a weapon called the Pyromatrix with the life force of everyone on Earth until he is defeated by Squirrel Girl. After the battle, UR2 the Watcher appears and confirms to Squirrel Girl that she defeated the real Thanos, not a clone, a copy. Annihilation. During the Annihilation War, Thanos allies himself with the genocidal villain Annihilus. When the Annihilation Wave destroys the KYLN, Thanos sends the Fallen to check on the status of the Beyonder, whose mortal form he finds has perished. Before the Fallen can report back to Thanos, it encounters Tenebrous and Aegis, two of Galactus' ancient foes. Thanos convinces Tenebrous and Aegis to join the Annihilation Wave in order to get revenge on Galactus, and they subsequently defeat the World Devourer and the Silver Surfer. Annihilus desires the secret of the power cosmic and asks Thanos to study Galactus. Once Thanos learns Annihilus' true goal is to use the power cosmic to destroy all life and remain the sole survivor, he decides to free Galactus. Drax the Destroyer kills Thanos before he can do so, but discovers that Thanos had placed a fail-safe device to allow Silver Surfer to free Galactus in the event that Annihilus betrayed him. During a climactic battle with Annihilus, Nova is near death and sees Thanos standing with Mistress Death. The Thanos Imperative. A cocoon protected by the Universal Church of Truth is revealed to be hiding Thanos, who has been chosen by Oblivion to be the new avatar of Death, resurrected before his mind could be fully formed. Thanos goes on a mindless rampage before being captured by the Guardians of the Galaxy. Thanos pretends to aid the Guardians against the invading Cancerverse, and after discovering its origin kills an alternate version of Marvel, the self-proclaimed Avatar of Life. This causes the collapse of the Cancerverse, and Nova sacrifices himself in an attempt to contain Thanos inside the imploding reality. Thanos escapes and returns to Earth seeking an artificial cosmic cube. He forms an incarnation of the criminal group Zodiac to retrieve it, but he is defeated by the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy and remanded to the custody of the Elders of the Universe. Infinity and the Cabal. Thanos soon invades Earth again after being informed that most of the Avengers have temporarily left the planet. He launches an assault on Attilan, which he offers to spare in exchange for the deaths of all Inhumans between the ages of 16 and 22. Black Bolt later informs the Illuminati that the true purpose of the invasion is to find and kill Thane, an eternal, inhuman hybrid that Thanos had secretly fathered years earlier. Thanos is trapped in a pocket limbo of stasis by his son. Thanos is freed by Nama, and was among the villains that joined his Cabal to destroy other worlds. Thanos later meets his end on Battle World, where he is easily killed by God Emperor Doom during an attempted insurrection. Ultimates and Civil War II. Thanos is unintentionally brought back to life by Galactus. When Thanos prepares to raid a Project Pegasus facility to steal a cosmic cube, he is ambushed and defeated by a team of Avengers. During their battle, he mortally wounds War Machine and critically injures She-Hulk. After his defeat, he is imprisoned in the Triskelion and manipulates Ant-Man into facilitating his escape. Thanos goes on a killing spree, but Black Panther, Blue Marvel and Monica Rambeau are able to stop him by devising a device that blocks the electrical synapses in his brain. Thanos somehow later recovers and escapes captivity, and reclaims his Black Order forces from Corvus Glaive. After retaking command of his Black Quadrant outpost, Thanos discovers that he is dying. Thanos tries to force Mentor to find a cure for his malady, but kills him when he is unable to. Around this time, Thanos is approached by a mysterious hooded woman, who proposes an alliance. He tasks her with bringing him the hammer of the deceased Ultimate Thor. The woman fails, but removes her disguise to reveal herself as Hela, the Norse goddess of death. She tells Thanos that she needs his help to reclaim Hel, and in exchange, offers to give him the one thing he has been searching for his entire life, death. After this, the two kiss. Powers and abilities. Thanos is a mutant member of the race of superhumans known as the Titanian Eternals. The character possesses abilities common to the Eternals, but amplified to a higher degree through a combination of his mutant Eternal heritage, bionic amplification, mysticism, and power bestowed by the abstract entity, Death. Demonstrating enormous superhuman strength, stamina, and durability, Thanos can absorb and project vast quantities of cosmic energy and is capable of telekinesis, telepathy, and matter manipulation. Thanos is an accomplished hand-to-hand combatant, having been trained in the art of war on Titan. Thanos has proved himself capable of briefly holding his own in battle against Odin, and of blasting Galactus off his feet. Thanos is a super genius in virtually all known fields of advanced science, and has created technology far exceeding contemporary Earth science. He often employs a transportation chair capable of space flight, force field projection, teleportation, time travel, and movement through alternate universes. Thanos is also a master strategist and uses several space vessels, at least 3 under the name of Sanctuary, as a base of operations. Amalgam Comics. During the 1996 Amalgam Comics crossover between DC Comics and Marvel, Thanos merged with Darkseid to become Thanoside. Earth X. In the alternate universe limited series Earth X, Thanos dwelled in the realm of the dead with the entity Death. It is revealed his mother was a Skrull and Death used her secret to make him believe that Death was his mother. When the deception is revealed, he uses the ultimate nullifier on Death. Ultimate Marvel. The Ultimate Marvel imprint title Ultimate Fantastic Four features an alternate universe version of Thanos, who is the ruler of Acheron, a vast empire consisting of thousands of worlds that exist in another plane of existence. Marvel Zombies 2. Thanos features in the limited series Marvel Zombies 2. Set in the alternate universe of Earth 2149. Having been zombified, the character is killed by the cosmic-powered Hulk after an altercation over food. Reception. Thanos was ranked number 47 on IGN's Top 100 Comic Book Villains of All Time. 22nd on Wizard's Top 100 Greatest Villains list, and number 21 on Complex's 25 Greatest Comic Book Villains list. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.